Elden Ring is one of the most celebrated games ever made. It won Game of the Year and sold millions of copies. But it's also a game where players regularly slam their controller, yell at the screen, and ask a very simple question: do I even get to play? So why does a game people love so much make them so angry? To understand that, we need to look at how Elden Ring is designed and why some of its mechanics push frustration to the limit. The first thing Elden Ring teaches players is that dying is normal. When you step out of the tutorial area, you immediately encounter a huge golden knight riding a massive horse. Most new players try to fight him, and most new players die, a lot. You might die 30 or even 50 times trying to beat him, but the real lesson isn't to defeat him. The lesson is that you don't have to fight everything. You can simply walk around him and continue exploring the world.
Bro, again, bitch, I'm ready for you. I am ready for you, tree dick sucker. I am ready for you, tree dick sucker.
When players die in Elden Ring, they drop all of their runes. Runes are the main currency used for leveling up. If you make it back to the spot where you died, you can recover them. But if you die before reaching them again, they're gone. This system creates constant pressure. Players explore the world while carrying thousands of runes, knowing that one mistake could erase everything. And when players lose a huge amount of runes after a long exploration session, that loss can trigger real anger. One of the most common complaints from players is how aggressive bosses are. Many bosses perform extremely long attack chains. Players might dodge 6 or 7 attacks perfectly, only to be rewarded with just one small opportunity to strike back. Sometimes even that single hit gets punished. This creates a feeling many players describe with one simple question: do I even get to play? Instead of a balanced fight, it can feel like you're constantly defending while the boss never stops attacking.
Wow! I mean, dude, I'm hard staggered! I'm getting hard staggered! I can't move!
Another mechanic that frustrates players is delayed attacks. Bosses often raise their weapon as if they're about to strike and then wait. The player dodges early, and the attack lands right after the dodge ends. These timing tricks punish instincts that players learned from earlier games. Instead of reacting naturally, players have to hesitate longer than expected, and that delay often leads to mistakes. Another issue comes from enemies that constantly attack from a distance. Magic arrows that track the player, explosive projectiles, flame attacks with huge areas. Some enemies can repeat these attacks almost endlessly. Instead of feeling like a duel, the fight becomes constant survival, and survival without control isn't always fun. Elden Ring has a massive open world filled with bosses. But filling that world required reusing many enemies. Some bosses appear multiple times in caves or optional areas. For many players, this removes the excitement of discovery. When you see the same boss again, the fight feels less special than the first encounter. There's another reason why the difficulty in Elden Ring feels different. Unlike earlier games like Dark Souls, the world of Elden Ring is completely open. In more linear games, players progress through areas in a specific order. This allows developers to balance enemies and bosses around the player's expected level, equipment, and abilities at that point in the game. But in an open world, players can explore almost anywhere from the start. This means someone might reach a boss while under-leveled, properly prepared, or even overpowered, depending on how much they explored beforehand. Because of this, bosses had to be designed to challenge a wide range of players. As a result, many bosses are faster, more aggressive, and have longer attack combinations. For some players, this makes fights feel intense and exciting. For others, it can push the difficulty from challenging into frustration. Players don't rage in Elden Ring simply because the game is hard. Players actually enjoy difficult games. What creates rage is when the challenge starts to feel unfair. Tracking attacks, tiny attack windows, constant enemy pressure, all of these mechanics reduce the player's sense of control. And when players feel like they don't have control, frustration becomes anger. But strangely, that same frustration is also part of what makes Elden Ring memorable.